Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. The Signal Iduna Park, located in Dortmund. It really is a tremendous arena. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
I think it goes without saying, Peter, that Michel Platini will be standout here.
Yeah, a man, of course, who's been idolised by so many, but bettered by almost no man.
Yeah, maybe other players can do it on their day, Peter, but with this fella, he could do it repeatedly. He did it over and over again. It's because he had a wonderful understanding of the game and an incredible ability to read things before everyone else.
And he did it all with style and pizzazz, and that is the signature of the great man himself. Messi! It's hit the upright. And it's Vitinha. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Tries to play it through. Van Basten. And the shot! No mistake! Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Ibrahimovic. No, that's been intercepted. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Stood up well to him there. Played out to the left flank. Pelé. And here's Ibrahimovic. He's tried one! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Oh, looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
And it's Messi. He's found a way through. Nice control. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Cruyff. He has a look up. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Pelé. Milan look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Strokes it back. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Looking for the run. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Rijkaard. And it's Ronaldinho. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pelé. Cruyff. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pelé, over to the left.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Here's Vitinha. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Van Basten unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Messi. There he goes, motoring forward. And that's been won straight back. Platini. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Baresi. Platini. Pelé. It's Hullet. Pele. Oh, it's a... Can he finish? It's there!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Hello everybody, and a quick announcement now.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Pele. Pele going face-to-face with his great rival.
Now then, clash of the egos.
And it's Cruyff. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's got Saul. Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Cruyff does really well to win the ball there. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Pele, and this is Ibrahimovic. A nice touch. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, good-looking ball. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Yaya Toure cannot be beaten that easily. Pull it. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Match was 60,810.
So we've reached the hour mark. Great vision. And this is Ronaldinho. And the shot! No mistake! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Driving on and making good progress. That's really well manoeuvred. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Probing pass, and this is Pele! Pele is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Pull it. And it's Michel Platini.
That's good play from him.
He's got away. Oh, super ball. He's having a shot! And he's managed to get rid. Vitinha does really well there. He is strong. That's a good run down the left.
That was lovely, that.
Messi. Koundé defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Baresi clears it away. Platini. And it's Van Basten. And he was quick to react. Now it's Pele.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now it's Pele. Vitinha. Shot could be on. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Pele. And this is Ronaldinho.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله. لك تعال شوف شو صاير فينا تعال.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Picked out brilliant and he shoots.
يا عيني عليك. لك اللعبة نار يا معود. الو الو تيست. في صوت. يا ساتر الجيم. يا سيدي مركز يمكن عني وعن امواتي. المفروض يكون زبط، المفروض صار له ساعة نعمل تستات وقال مدري شو زبط، واجا لعندي هو الشاب هذا فينا يعني شوف تشكيلته. بلش التشكيلات الخرافية.
Some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Now it's Pele. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Referee has...
والله الجيم على أعصابي قاعد صعبين صعبين. يعني تحس حالك ما فيك تغفل عنهم ولا ثانية. شيل ابو عبير. شو راح النت؟ كأنه علق. البيت ريت كأنه القتلة.
I think we're just about done here. He could be in here.
Milan really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Searching pass he's played there. It's a sharp pass.
ابلعوا لك.
And that is that. So the winner's bullish and belligerent after a remarkable...
بده يجحش شوي لبين ما يستقر. هو قال لي كل ما مشي الوقت يصير احسن.
So a dramatic game decided in its very...
ربحنا. شيء صعب على كيفك. وين ميان؟ اهلين امينو. ابلع. منين هاي ابلع؟ منين جايبها؟ يا اخي بيرلو. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله. ايوه مينو شلونك؟ يبلع للكمبيوتر. يا ساتر كل المباريات راح تصير نار محمد. دق خشوم. علي الحلال ما بيعطيك حلول، والله احسن من لعيبة حقيقيين. يا سيدي ما بيخليك تتنفس. حي الله الزلمة الزين، حي الله مينو. وين يا اخي؟ العب يلا العب بإبرة والشوط الثاني سواريز. شوف يا عيني اي عيني على هالماتش اللي راح تشوفه، اي عيني. جهزوا لنا الثلج يا شباب. الله حيو. جهزوا لنا الثلج يا شباب.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
شلون النت عندك امين؟ اجا خالد والله زبط لي النت عندي.
These high, steep stands at Signal Iduna Park really do create an intimidating environment for every visiting side. And as you can see, we've already started here. Ibrahimovic making his 100th appearance here today, of course.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter.
He's had a shot!
لا جزاء.
Oh, it's a foul there right on the edge of the box. And that really
كله من
is
أمين.
the last thing they wanted to do. Never any doubt. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure.
والله لسه شوي يعني يبين. انت مبين معاك زين.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get on the end of this?
عندك.
Quality ball. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, that's fabulous. Big header!
لا الجول الثاني.
Decent enough try. Toure gets across to intercept that. That has ended up in no man's land. He's found a way through. Oh, no joy this time. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
والله ماشي مو دريان. الله وين حيطه هذا.
Well timed, excellent interception. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Bops him off it and
اوف يا رجال.
Pele. And he's forced to go back. Quarter of an hour played. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
The ball is loose and the chase is on.
الماتش صعيب برشا.
Hernes. Oh, now here's an interesting match.
Hey.
He is through here. Real chance.
شوف الجول. والله مو طبيعي. تلاها عبد الرازق.
Simplicity itself.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Thuram.
ما يضيع والله باص ما يضيعه.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game.
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Pele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
They've played it short. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. In by Rijkaard. Has a shot.
لا يا ساتر. اخي عيني على هالجول. لك محمد تعال شوف ايش صار. كنا قتله. يا لطيف. يا لطيف الطف.
Considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Botafogo find a position of real strength now.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Nicely spread.
That's good play from him.
He's picked his way through. That is
هات
good
هات
pressure, just
انطلق.
hounded him off it. Vitinha, he's got away. It's Pele! Oh, it's come off the upright.
يا لطيف.
Maldini. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Now it's Vitinha. And here's Messi. Caresses it through. Botafogo
وجا.
are looking to go forward now. Tries to play it through. Threads one in. And this is having a shot! It's a goal!
يلا في ريمونتادا يلا 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 يلا.
One moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back? Pele!
يا الله عوارض.
Back off the post.
ثاني عارضة يا الله.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Hernes. Looking for the run. He's well positioned here. Chance for a shot!
والله حرام يا أخي.
Just cruising. They are
والله حرام
cruising.
العوارضة يا الله.
And they are cruising away.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Botafogo grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ronaldinho.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And he's intervened well there. Good running, strong and purposeful. Ronaldinho has it out wide and in space. Well read, and the danger is averted. Vitinha. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
شو 3 يا معود 4. بس او حدث الصفحة بلكي ما ماشي عندك اكلنا الرابع.
I'd like to draw your attention to the screen right now for information about the service.
حرام يا زلمة والله عارضتين. عم نادي لك نستغيث.
So off we go once more. So 45 minutes to turn it round. Pepe. For Ferdinand. Now he's off and running. And it's Ronaldinho. Hernes going face to face with
ليك
his
هذا
great rival. That has
وجه
been
الشيبة.
cut short. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Pele. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. Yaya Toure. Thuram. Now that's well seen too. Ronaldinho. Now it's Eto'o. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Ronaldinho. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
قلتك ما بيرجعوا وين يرجعوا يا خرب بيت شيطانك.
Hernes has created one goal already.
عم في ريحة دخان يا الله اندبحنا.
But they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
وين يرجعوا ليك؟
Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
شوف محمد مو طبيعيين ليك.
Played out to the left flank.
The attendance for this match
He's
was
coming under serious pressure here.
Well, he's the
أربعة على
quarterback
إبرة.
equivalent, so I'm not surprised that he's being closed down first.
Turan plays the return pass.
يعني ليك لعيبتنا
Ronaldinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Botafogo disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency.
فعليا ما عم يوصلوا، كأنه أنا اللي عم ألعب، يعني نفس الشيء ما عم يوصلوا.
Alternative pass. And he's taking no chances there. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable.
ليك رونالدينيو تبعوني يا زلمة.
Good defensive concentration.
And they're back on the ball again. Pele. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Ronaldinho. Pele.
ضغط عالي يا رجال، ضغط عالي ليك.
And it's Yaya Toure. Out to the left it goes. Ernest. Hops for safety. Yaya Toure proves too strong, too smart. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Turns back here, probably the best option. Pepe. Ferdinand. Pepe. Ernest. Now, can they get him away? And this is Ibrahimovic. Pele looking
مو طبيعي الشراسة اللي عم يلعبوا فيها، مو طبيعي.
And it's Ronaldinho.
Oh, really well played.
No,
تعال.
he's not getting past him there.
شو رونالدينيو صار يعمل حركات على حظي.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Eto. And he's away. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
مو طبيعي اللعب محمد. قوي جدا، مو طبيعي.
Here comes a substitution.
شراسة رهيبة، لك لعيبتنا نفس اللعيبة، يعني ما فيها الشراسة. ثواني.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
لا يمكن دروب فريم. أليجري والله كأنه منيح.
Pele. He steps in and that's the end of that. And he's found the way past. And Messi is on his own.
الله يخرب بيته.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
أليجري يا الله.
That's a yellow card.
شفت كتير عالم عم تلعب أليجري اللي مصنفين. مو طبيعي أليجري.
Right card. Ronaldinho, and he's managed to get free. Ball played for Zico. And here's Eto. Messi. And it's Ibrahimovic. Goes for the shot!
There will be 1 minute added time.
عم يعلق البث؟ تمام، يمكن شوي عم يخاوز ويرجع. عندك يا؟ والله عجبتني الخطة.
Vitinha, Ronaldinho, and Assar breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
كنا قتله يا معواد.
And that's it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times.
ما عندك يا هادي، يمكن أليجري جايب باكج شو اسمه. باكج ميلان. نجرب نشوف وين العطل، من الغسالة ولا من المسحوق؟ شو رأيك انت؟ طالع اليوم؟ يا لطيف، شلاها حمد.
Well, football is of course ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And as you can see, we've already started here. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
يا اخي البليتس بتخرب الشوطة، والله كلها جوال كانت لو ميسي العادي. هلا بدي اطلعك بالقندرة، استنى استنى يا قندرة. هلا طلعوا.
Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
In the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Now it's Forlan. Forlan. Oh, good spread. And he's managed to get free. And he's there to it. Beckham! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
And this is Rooney. And it's Pirlo. Looking here. He rises!
هيك شلون يدفشوا؟
Finish certainly didn't match
بطخ
the
ما في.
build-up.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
The ball has bounced loose now. Ball's gone out of play. Oh, good steal. He just read it. That's a lovely, neat pass. Out to the right. That has not gone well. That's a throw. It's a pretty loose pass. Plays it through. Oh, he's found support out wide. Beckham. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains.
مدري انت عم تأخر، مدري البث واقف عندك.
Not one to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And this is Ibrahimovic. Gets through on his own and he shoots.
ما بدها تفوت كمان هاي.
A momentary
مترد علي كتير متأخر، يمكن يا اما انت مشغول او البث واقف عندك. بس كلمة لايف يمكن مشان يمشي للأخير. يمكن ما بعرف الا انت اذا انت ما عم تحكي.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
عامل مصيدة شفتها بآخر ثانية والله.
It's a really well-measured ball. Pele. That's a good run down the left. And here's Ibrahimovic. Now, shooting chance!
ميسي تعال هلا، تعال ميسي. بس المشكلة ما بدي استهلك شي لاعب. يا أخي هاي كلها جوال ميسي.
Yaya Toure. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Thuram demonstrating his defensive quality there. And that's definitely not his best. Face to face with the... And the shot! Oh, taken with style! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness.
He's having a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
And they're quick to get it back. And it's Nedved. Puyol. To Beckham. Played out to the left flank. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rooney. That's a good ball out wide.
شو هي؟
Out wide, but he won't reach
يا
that
لطيف.
one. Vitinha. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Nedved.
وين حبيب؟
Out for a goal kick. Nedved. Pele. Doku. Vitinha. Passing is crisp and sharp.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Can he get on the end of this? And this is Nedved. Corner it is.
البث شغال؟
They've got a healthy
لا عم يعلق ولا الأمور جيدة مو جيدة؟
from this corner.
They've played it short. And this is Ibrahimovic. He's had a shot. Oh, it's hit the post.
الله ربي.
Their attempt, just the wrong outcome.
We're talking fine margins, very fine margins.
Two added minutes.
The
has been
message is
indicated.
clear. None shall pass. It's Ibrahimovic. Just cruising. They are cruising. And the lead is extended still further. Well, there was to be no other outcome.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind.
And there's the end of the first half. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they want to keep things that way.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. He's being urged to shoot. Nedved. That's Beckham. And it's Nedved. Now it's Rooney. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, they can break here. Vitinha. Shot could be on. Pele! He scores! just cruising. They are cruising. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
It's become a case of men against boys. Pirlo gets a good foot in there. Ibrahimovic making good progress on the right-hand side.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Yaya Toure. That's a good ball. Pirlo. Now it's Forlan. Pele. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Messi. Messi!
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Over to the other side. Doku. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Ibrahimovic being applauded off here, having made a sizable contribution.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard. And I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in, and if that's the case, then he's doing the right thing.
Puskás. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
The attendance for this match was 60,179.
And this is Puskás. Now, can they get him away? Tries to get it clear. Defending of the desperate variety. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Looking to play him in. Forlan gets into a good position. Ball is over the line. Time and again they are repelled. Luis Suarez. And they can counter here. Luis Suarez. And this is Puskás. Chance! He's beaten the keeper.
لا والله حرام.
Pirlo.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed. Suarez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Goes for a shot! Oh, he really got hold of that.
Substitution in progress.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Back towards the middle. That's a cute ball. Rooney providing an outlet on that flank. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's just the goalkeeper to beat. Shoots! It's a goal! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though. That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Cruyff. It's a good run down the right. Nedved. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And a chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. And he couldn't quite make it 6.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
It's their second corner of the game. Cruyff plays it short. And here's Cruyff. They're urging him to shoot. That's tidy. And Cruyff! He has done it! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful. To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Neymar picks it up out wide.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Cruyff. Good running, strong and purposeful. Now it's Puskas. Nedved. Alexander-Arnold. Into the channel.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
It's run loose here. Looking for the run. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Puskas. And this is Luis Suarez.
That's going in strongly.
Adams with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Substitution.
And time is up. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
And the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
So what can they make of this? And here's Suarez. Great defending, strong and determined. And reclaimed it in a trice. Van Bouten. Pedri might just make this. Vitinha. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, that's fabulous. Ronaldinho! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So, a breakthrough already. Van Bouten. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now it's Pedri. Tries to play it through. Swings it across.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, played through for the wide man. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yaya Toure. And here's Suarez. Cruyff. And Cruyff! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Opts to play it back. And this is Luis Suarez. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Haaland. Gets a good foot in there. Cruyff. Vitinha. Ibrahimovic. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's made its way to him. Vitinha. Adams. Bernardo Silva is always scanning the pitch for targets. And it's Pedri. Yaya Toure. And they're back on the ball again. Ibrahimovic.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Ibrahimovic. Van Bouten gets it away. And this is Cruyff. Oh, it's Ronaldinho! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So that's 2. Goes for a shot!
يا عيني عليك
Utopia.
يا عيني عليك.
They are cavorting again in a trice, and they are soaring. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like...
Decent chance!
Good job.
Sticks it away! They're back within reach! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful...
Real chance!
ابلع مصيدة حاطط ابلع
He scores!
ابلع فليك.
Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So now the difference is 3. Played back in. Oh, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Luis Suarez. Calhanoglu, nicely spread. It's Kimmich, and it's Bernardo Silva. Wriggles his way through. Oh, outsmarting him this time. Ronaldinho. Cruyff. Oh, nicely intercepted. Nicely weighted ball. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva. Oh, smashing header! And we've reached half-time.
Well, I certainly wasn't expecting this, Peter, but it was totally deserved. They've been very, very good, and they'll be itching to get back out there and take it on further.
It really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And the action is back on the way. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And here's Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! They've done it! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. And he's done it again. He's got his second. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Ambitious ball here. Haaland. Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Now, can they get him away? Oh, good take in a good area. Now, there's the clearance. Cruyff. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And there's green grass ahead of him. Pedri. There's the crossfield ball. And it's Bernardo Silva. And here's Mbappe. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Now it's Luis Suarez. And this is Ibrahimovic.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Toure does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, they can break here. Oh, well measured. And this is Ibrahimovic. Look at this chance for a shot!
ابلعوا لك.
He's got a goal! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
It's become a case of men against boys. He is just caressing the ball. Ibrahimovic under intense pressure.
Well, he has to become a target. They've been too slow to recognise his influence.
And this is Luis Suarez! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Suarez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And that's an errant pass. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Luis Suarez. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Beckham. Spread out to the left. And he skips past his man. And no, that was never going to make it. Ronaldinho. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, good spread.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Rijkaard concedes a free kick for that. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 18. Teremos uma substituição.
Adams. And it's Kimmich. Bernardo Silva. Nedved. And claimed it back swiftly. It's Hullet. Nicely shaped ball. That's beautifully weighted. Can he finish?
يا عيني عليك.
It's in!
يا عيني عليك.
And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting. Big chance! One-on-one shoot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
وجع.
And it's Hullet. And this is Puskás. Hullet. Great chance!
Substituição em campo.
It's their
Camisa
second corner of the game.
Camisa 10.
Hullet
Deixando o
with the
campo
short
para
one.
a entrada de
He's having a shot!
يخرب بيتك على الشوطة.
And simple.
يخرب بيتك على الشوطة.
Vitinha. Now it's Pele. It's Pele! And that is a routine catch.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
And it's Rooney. Vitinha gets across and deals with it. Beckham, played out towards the right wing. And no, he's seen through all of that. And that pass isn't the best. Nedved. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Pele in acres of space out wide.
Foram indicados 4 minutos de
Beckham.
acréscimo.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Mbappe! It's a loose ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Messi's cross. Big header! It wasn't a great header in the end. They've played it short. He slipped. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. And he's going to have his name taken.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
And that's one back! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
And that's that. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. The Signal Iduna Park, located in Dortmund, It really is a tremendous arena. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Jordan Pickford. He's a great all-round goalkeeper, Peter. Great at shot stopping and dominant in his box. He also gets counter-attacks going with his accurate long passes. The opposition should be a little wary of committing too many men forward to attack, because if it does break down, this guy can get them in trouble pretty quickly.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Cruyff. And he's being shifted off it.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Vieira does well to get it back. And it's Ferdinand. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Costa Curta.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Pressing high and with purpose. Van Basten is onto it in a flash. Now it's Neymar. It's run loose here. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's intervened well there. Luis Suarez is sporting a guilty look after that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Neymar.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Deco. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Now it's Hullet. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pelé. And it's made its way to him. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Nedved. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And this is Luis Suarez. And he's running through.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement. Suarez really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Neymar. He's got away. Oh, no joy this time. And it's Vitinha. Oh, what a ball! Van Basten. So, what can they make of this? And he's had it nicked away. And that's put paid to a promising move. And Cruyff! They've scored! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
That's a promising position.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Nedved proves just a little bit too strong. Neymar. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Thuram. And it's Van Basten. Deco. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Neymar gets into a good position. Neymar. Pull it. And here's Suarez. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Pele. Oh, super find. He's through, it's one-on-one chance! Really well taken goal. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And the referee brings the first half to a close. Some first half thoughts?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. And this is Van Basten. Luis Suarez! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, smashing header! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Luis Suarez. And they win it back again. Lepjed. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And here's Van Basten. And here's Suarez. Ferdinand gets it away. Just eases him off the ball. Neymar. And the shot! They've scored! And the second half is off to a flyer. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Maldini. Ferdinand gets a foot in here.
60,332.
Succumbs to the pressure. Nicely weighted ball. Deco plays it in.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Suarez goes steaming forward. Knocks it into space. And that's been intercepted. Lepjed. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
Cruyff goes short. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And now they can spring out of defence.
Substitution on the field. Number 17, Suarez. Number 14, Johan Cruyff.
Deco.
Number 11,
And it's Gullit.
Number 20, Pele. Coming on the field, number 23.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Number 18.
Just the keeper to beat!
Number 9.
Shapes to shoot! Goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
The goal scorer.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Thuram. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's a throw. Stood up well to him there. That's the throw. So there's going to be another change here.
Substitution
Well, for
in
me,
progress.
this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Thuram. Now it's Puskás. And Puskás! And that would have been game, set and match.
Oh, he went for it there knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
And it's Gullit. Ronaldinho, who does have an assist to his name. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And he's managed to get free. Gullit. Puskás. Gullit. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Van
Four added
Basten.
minutes has been indicated.
Ronaldinho. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Oh, that's superb. Gullit. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Gullit. Shevchenko. He's had a shot! Now, oh, it's fallen loose again! That is decidedly lacking.
Substitutions taking place.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. Owen coming on here as broadly expected.
Well, it's going to make for a...
And that's it. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. The instantly recognisable Signal Iduna Park, one of Europe's most unforgettable stadia. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe.
And Cruyff! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And that's put paid to a promising move. Pass is just off target. And they're on him in a flash. Ronaldinho. Oh, facing up to his adversary. Dembele! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Dembele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, it's Dembele. Rijkaard. And he's quick to get it clear again. And here's Ronaldinho. That is good strength. Gets a good foot in there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Ronaldinho. Is there any support? He might not need it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, it's Dembele. Baresi does really well to win the ball there. Now, can they get him away? Now, he's got space here. That has been cut short. And that's going right the way across. Mbappe in with the challenge. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That has been slung wide. He slings it in. And the Sar claims it safe hands. Dembele. Dembele running with the ball. He's looking wide. Looking to play him in. And the flag has stayed down. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Can he get it through?
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
So just one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Lovely bit of skill. Dembele. That is lovely. Oh, shapes to shoot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Messi. Nicely weighted ball. He has found the way through. Looking for a corner. And we have our very first corner. Ronaldinho with the short one. And here's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho's delivery. Baresi tries to clear. Can he get on the end of this? Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. Looking for options for movement. And he's managed to get free. And it's Kukçu. Toure was in no mood for any of that. Ah, he'd have done well to reach that. Kukçu is always scanning the pitch for targets. Well, that pass isn't the best. Boca Juniors finding their passes. Oh, it's a great ball here. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Reflections on the first
And we
half?
come to you
I think
now
it's a
with
case
quick
of so
request for
far,
support
so good.
for our
The
charity
boss
fund,
has clearly
Chance
done his
in
homework, and I
Football.
don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Please welcome our players to the field.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now, and we get some free-flowing football.
Maradona. Batista. He's had a shot! Sticks it away! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Hazard wins the duel this time. Ronaldinho really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Decent chance! Big moment! Massive goal! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Beckenbauer. Oh, nicely intercepted. Ronaldinho. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, he has to become a target. They've been too slow to recognise his influence.
Hazard.
This is the time you need that pace.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Kukçu. Baresi. And it's Batistuta. Messi. Now it's Hazard. And it's Hazard! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Ronaldinho is there, and he can get that clear. Now it's Cruyff. Chance here to counter. Baresi has given away a free kick. And here's Cruyff. That's very neat. Cruyff! Oh, just fizzes past the post.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Costa Curta. Now Mbappe. And he's forced to go back. Beckenbauer. Now he's off and running. Mbappe. That's gone for a throw-in.
Substitution on the field. Number 2, Vitinha. Number 17,
Guardiola.
Suarez.
Boca
Number
Juniors
24,
looking to pass their way through.
Number
Maradona
9,
going face to face with his great rival.
Number 14,
Shifted it to the
Johan
flank.
Cruyff.
Oh, good read.
Coming on the field, number
It's a
13,
sharp pass.
Vieira.
Maradona
Number
will not
23,
want to lose out here, not
Puskás.
against this opponent.
Number 20,
Nedved.
Pele.
Well read,
Number
nice
11,
interception.
Nedved. Number 8, Gullit.
And it's Batistuta. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. That has not gone well. Guardiola. Into the last quarter of an hour. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's got away. Shoots! And that would have won it.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And a chance!
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And here's Mbappe. Thuram gets across and deals with it. Over to the left. Mbappe. Now it's Maradona. He is through here. It's Maradona! He's got away with one there. And here's the chance to counter. That's the keeper's ball. Mbappe.
That was lovely, that.
Thuram. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Substitutions taking place.
Thuram did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Big header! Off the post! I think we're just about done here. Messi gets into a good position. Chance, surely! They've done it! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. And it's Rosicki. That's a cute ball. Oh, well played. And that is as far as it goes. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic once he comes inside. Anything is possible.
Bebeto looks to get on the end of this. And here's Suarez. Showing great feet there. It's a pretty loose pass. Bergomi. Rijkaard. And he's forced to go back. Here's Puyol. Rijkaard. Hazard. He's away. He's in a good chance, surely! Goal! Inter! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Robertson. He's got away. It's Bebeto. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Ronaldinho. Chiellini deals with that comfortably. Nagatomo. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Pele. Pele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Bebeto. Ronaldinho. And it's Cruyff. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And here's Ronaldinho. Oh, good ball! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Nicely aimed pass. Pele.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And this is Luis Suarez.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Cruyff demonstrating his defensive quality there. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Hazard. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Good ball, good take. Gets a good foot in there. Hazard. Hazard, who does have an assist to his name. Bebeto. And it's Nagatomo. He's found a way through. Goes for a shot! He's got a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Inter Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Kimmich. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Hazard. Hazard on a charge down the left. Cruyff. Spread out to the left. Bebeto. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Cruyff. Cruyff really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Bergomi. There's the whistle for half-time. How was the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
And the action is back underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Kimmich. Nagatomo. It's Kimmich. Bebeto. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, that's fabulous. Luis Suarez. That pass has been well intercepted. Kimmich. Oh, it's Bebeto. Hazard. Played out wide. And it's Robertson. And he climbs up big. It's bounced back off the post. Crossed in again. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
Inter clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Hazard. Robertson is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's picked it up out wide. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. And that should get the job done. Pele. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Nagatomo.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And here's Suarez. He has a look up. Hazard. Bebeto is onto it in a flash. Bergomi spots it and intercepts.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And this is Bebeto. There's no... And Bebeto! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Bebeto is offering a wry smile there.
Now it's Bebeto. Now it's Luis Suarez. Out to the left it goes. Oh, he's found support out wide. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Robertson. That's a good run down the left. Azar. Well, that's well seen too. Cruyff. Here's Vitinha. Pelé. Pelé will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Some resolute defending there. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's a sharp pass. He's looking wide. Now that looks a decent ball. Chiellini. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Rijkaard. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Bebeto. Bebeto receives it in a wide position.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Azar. Azar charging forward, the ball at his feet. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Robertson. And this is Luis Suarez. Quality ball. He shifted it to the flank. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Inter Milan are making a change now.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Rodri. Oh, lovely bit of skill. He is through here.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Turan. That's an imaginative pass. There'll be a minute of stoppage time. And there goes the final whistle. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end, virtually unavoidable. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
Y ahora en la alineación
Well,
de
when you you say Brazilian fullback, there's only one man, isn't there?
Messi.
Been a couple, Jim, haven't there? But I guess you mean Roberto Carlos.
I do, and probably the first of the current crop of fullbacks who played as a withdrawn winger.
And he's had some wow moments along the way.
He excels.
So off we go then. Roberto Carlos could try cutting inside here. Roberto Carlos made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Now it's Luis Suarez, Ibrahimovic. Rice. Now it's Cantona. Ronaldinho. Rice. Shifted it to the flank. And it's Roberto Carlos. Cruyff. Looking to play him in. Floated through. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Out to the left it goes. He's shifting through the gears here. Cruyff. Here's Vitinha. And here's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. He's beaten the last man. And he has been fouled there. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Now this could be a chance. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from Ibrahimovic! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now they can spring out of defence. Maradona. Now it's Cantona. Now it's Ronaldinho. No goals as yet. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, lovely bit of skill. He's chosen to go back. Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide. Fires it in low. Cruyff.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Cruyff goes steaming forward. Steaming on goalwards. Played out to the left flank. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
Oh, you make it sound so simple. Rice. Messi. And that's gone loose. And Maradona. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Into the channel.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Roberto Carlos. And here's Ronaldinho. That is good strength. Roberto Carlos gets into a good position. Skims. There's the shot! Decent chance, made possible by a very decent ball.
Oh, he may have snatched at that, Peter. The ball came in at a pace, and at a good height too. He only needed to redirect it.
Now it's Messi. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, that pass isn't the best. Adams. Ronaldinho. Looking for options for movement. Out of play for a goal kick. Adams cuts out the pass. Roberto Carlos. And it's Roberto Carlos. Thuram goes sliding in. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And here's Ronaldinho. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Adams clears. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Jordan Henderson. Great vision. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Maradona. Chiellini calmly anticipates. And there's the end of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
Los jugadores están entrando al campo de juego.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Vitinha.
This is the time you need that pace.
Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Strong running down that left flank. Nicely weighted ball. Adams. Costa Curta. Rice. Threads one in. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Turns back here, probably the best option. Jordan Henderson is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Roberto Carlos. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. He came in hard, very hard. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, it's his reading of the game that seems to keep him a step ahead of everyone else, but he's about to face greater pressure now.
Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Adams. Jordan Henderson. Messi. And it's Rice. Now the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Played out towards the right wing. It's a promising position. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Over to the left. Not the most accurate pass. Wriggles his way through. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. Yaya Toure. And he's running through. Cruyff! Oh, taken with style. And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Now then, the ball's come loose. He's looking wide. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
And he's really put himself on the line here. This their second corner of the game. Ronaldinho goes short. Now it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho! That has been knocked clear.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Vitinha wins the duel this time. Oh, no joy this time. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ronaldinho. It's Ronaldinho! He should have put that one away.
Ronaldinho really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
Se está realizando un cambio.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Now that looks a decent ball. Beckenbauer can get it clear. Nedved. Hullet tries to dink it through. And he can clear it away. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Vieira. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Hullet.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
He's in a great position here. Rijkaard gets a foot in here. Now it's Pele, and this is Puskás. Puskás has been caught there, it's a foul.
Cambio en Boca Juniors. Número 5.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Might be real chance! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. So smooth, a signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to...
Messi! And that is the last effort of the game. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. As you can see, we've already started here.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front. And the shot! That is lovely. Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Thuram cuts it out. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Pele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Yamal looking to play him in. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Yamal looking for the run. Great shot at goal! Goal! Atletico Mineiro! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Cruyff is behind this one, and this an opportunity to pull level. It's a threatening. There's the shot! Goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Lewis. Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And here's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho's delivery. And now they can spring out of defence.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Brilliantly cut out. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Oh, facing up to his adversary. It's Pele! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Pele is offering a wry smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. Ronaldinho with the short one. That's tidy. Nice physical challenge. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Suarez takes a look up. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Cruyff. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rodri. Atletico Mineiro trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Beckenbauer. Adriano is herring after that one. Now it's Yamal. Rijkaard gets a foot in here. Now it's Ronaldinho. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Luis Suarez! Oh, it's come off the upright. And that's caused a worry or two.
We're talking fine margins, very fine margins.
Messi. Beckenbauer. Atletico Mineiro finding their passes. Is there any support? He might not need it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Luis Suarez. Good read, needed to be. Rijkaard is there, and he can get that clear.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
That pass isn't the best. Yamal.
That's good play from him.
Pele. Well timed, excellent interception. And the half-time whistle goes. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And that's the second half started. Vitinha, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pele. And here's Suarez. And he's really put himself on the line here. So, third corner of the game. Ronaldinho plays it short. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Danger averted for now. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Roberto Carlos. And it's Cruyff. And here's Yamal. It's a throw-in. And this is Messi. Just eases him off the ball. The referee's awarded a free kick.
First time we've seen them try that. It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
It's Adriano! And he has kicked it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Messi. Van Dijk. Rodri. Vitinha, and it's Ronaldinho. Pele! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Pele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So their fourth corner of the game. Ronaldinho goes short. Atletico Mineiro. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Minutes played. Messi going face to face with his great rival. That's a delicate. He gets big. Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Van Dijk clears, and that's been won straight back. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Cruyff. It's Roberto Carlos. Now it's Pelé. Pelé purring through the gears. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, decent chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Lamine Yamal clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Teremos uma substituição.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. And that has been cleared. Chance, surely! And now a sudden chance to counter.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And this is Luis Suarez. And he's there to clear it. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for options for movement. Pressing high and with purpose. Beckenbauer. Cruyff. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
He is through here. He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Thuram getting this one clear. Yamal.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And that has been clubbed away. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Luis Suarez, very much a man of this moment. Rodri makes the interception. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Aimed beyond the defence. And that's it. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. The instantly recognisable Signal Iduna Park, one of Europe's most unforgettable stadia. We have already started here. Well, this is one boy from Croxteth who, so far as club football goes, has achieved just about everything. English football has rested on his broad shoulders for nigh on 2 decades. It is, of course, the modern great that is Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, and without question, one of England's all-time finest. His record speaks for itself.
And his face is that of a man who simply cannot accept defeat. During games, he is always laser-focused, and he fights tooth and nail for every win.
Shot a goal! He's delivered all right! Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looked...
And it's been given away. Just the keeper to beat, and the finish! Sticks it away! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So that's 2 now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Maicon is there and he can pick it up. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Rooney. Knocks it out wide. Thuram wins the duel this time. Pass somewhat off target. 2-0 ahead already. It's been an almost perfect start. Deftly away. Matheus Cunha. Looking here to chip it through. Chance! Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nice looking ball. And they've got rid. Matheus Cunha. Spread it left. Nicely worked. No, that's been intercepted. Darren Fletcher. Well, that looks a decent ball. Yaya Toure. And it's Maicon. Darren Fletcher. Matheus Cunha. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. That's great positioning. So good from him.
Matheus Cunha. Pass is just off target. Dembele. And this is Ronaldinho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, what a ball! Oh, good-looking ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That appeared to be...
Dembele! Cleared away. Skriniar. Darren Fletcher. Here's Matheus Cunha. Oh, it's Dembele. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Darren Fletcher. Matheus Cunha. Stood up well to him there. Half an hour played now. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Rooney. Forlan. Chance for a shot! And yes, it's there! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And he shoots! Oh, the ball's... Oh, he's been... And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, well played. Ronaldinho. Oh, it's Dembele. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Yeah, a callous act that was used to rescue a desperate moment, Peter. They dug a deep hole for themselves there.
He's being urged to shoot. Takes a shot! He's scored! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
And it's Dembele. Tries, it's Ibrahimovic! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Maicon. And it's Yaya Toure. There's the whistle for half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Looking to go deep. Van der Sar claims it. Safe hands.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He's had it taken off him. Great ball if he can get there. Can he finish? Not the most convincing of passes. Nicely aimed pass. Rooney. Matheus Cunha. Quality ball. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Matheus Cunha. Dembele. Looking for options for movement. Skriniar. Maicon. And Darren Fletcher. Yaya Toure. And it's Maicon. Ronaldinho. Vitinha. Floated through. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Vitinha is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Gets a good foot in there. Laid out to the left flank.
60,810.
Thinks about the shot. And a chance! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And here's Ronaldinho. Oh, that's neat. Galatasaray are looking to go forward now. And he's lost his man here. And this is Rooney. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Vitinha. Dembele! Darren Fletcher. And this is Dembele. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Great chance here from position A1. Goes for a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And the lead is extended still further. So now the difference is 3. And it's Rooney. Matheus Cunha. Nice defending, it's got the job done. Fletcher looking to penetrate opposition lines. Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Oh, what a save from Van der Sar! No, he's missed it!
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
Substitution on the field. Number 24.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Dembele. Number 18, Ibrahimovic. Number 8.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Number 9, Ronaldinho. Coming on the field, number 23, Pushkash. Number 20, Pele.
Threads one in.
Number 19,
It's a promising position.
Yamal.
Matthias Cunha's
Number
cross.
11, Nedved.
Now it's Matthias Cunha. He's had a shot! He's kicked it out just.
Galatasaray are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Looking to play him in. Tries a shot!
Substitutions taking place.
Galatasaray can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
And now they can spring out of defence. Well, that pass isn't the best. Konate. Skriniar. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Tries to pass it through. Calafiori receives it in a wide position. And it's Yaya Toure. Calafiori is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Yaya Toure. Maicon. Maicon. Now here's... Up he goes! He's having a shot! And that is a truly outstanding save. They've played it short. Now it's Zico. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, that's well spotted.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
It's not an especially good pass, that. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Darren Fletcher. Now Yaya Toure. And it's Fletcher. Now it's Rooney. Now, who's going to be first to this?
Substitution.
Galatasaray have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution.
He's going for goal! And with that, the final whistle. Ah, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish, having pulverised.